62 women are diagnosed with breast cancer every day in Canada, and for some, having their breasts removed will be part of the treatment plan. But only 12% will actually undergo breast reconstruction surgery, and that's why doctors and survivors around the world are celebrating Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day, hoping to educate women about all of the options. Joining me now is the founder of Bra Day, as it's known, Dr. Mitchell Brown, and Bra Day Ambassador, Theresa. And thank you both for being here. You underwent reconstruction. Let me ask you, though, first, Doctor, what was the reason for you? I mean, you saw all these women in your practice coming in. You found out through all of that not a lot was known on behalf of women who went through it.
I'm not sure that it's not a lot was known, but we would see women who would come in to see us that have had mastectomies years in the past, now coming in for breast reconstruction, and the common question would be, so why now? Why are you here talking about it now? And the answer commonly was, I didn't know about it. It wasn't offered. I wasn't aware that it was available. There's a real knowledge and education gap about options and availability of breast reconstruction. So with that, we decided to start an entity called Bra Day, Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day, to at least try to promote access, awareness, education for breast reconstruction for women across Canada and across the world.
Yeah, because it's only the second year, really, and it literally is international now.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. I mean, it's shocked us how much this has spread internationally in such a short period of time, but we launched this in Canada last year, 20-some events in Canada on Bra Day last year. This year we expect over 20 events in Canada and have close to 20 countries that have adopted Bra Day this year. So October 17th is International Breast Reconstruction Awareness Day from Taiwan all the way across to North America.
So Theresa, let me ask about you. You had a mastectomy. You didn't have breast cancer.
No, I have the BRCA1 gene, which is a gene mutation for breast cancer and ovarian cancer, and it increases my odds substantially for breast cancer. And so I decided to have a double prophylactic mastectomy last November. So my mother had breast cancer at 34. Both my grandmothers died of breast cancer very, very young. And so when we found out that there was a genetic link, I got tested, found out I was positive, and then sort of weighed my options as to what I wanted to do. Did I want to do intensive screening? I'd already found several lumps in the past, so I'd had to go in several times a year.
Yeah, you were pretty cognizant of that.
That's right. And, you know, I grew up with breast cancer. I had it when my mother was 34, so I was 6 years old when I had breast cancer. And as a child growing up, I was terrified my mom was going to get it every single year that went by. And I was like, I don't want my kids to have to worry about that with me. And I don't want to live my life worried that I'm going to get breast cancer. So it was the right choice for me. Obviously, the option for breast reconstruction immediately after played a major role in my decision to get it done.
And I'm just going to ask you about that in a second, but having that prophylactic double mastectomy brought your odds of getting cancer right down.
About 2%.
Fantastic.
And in my family, 100% of the women that have had the BRCA1 gene have had breast cancer. And then my mother survived breast cancer and then died of ovarian cancer, which is the other link to the gene.
So then reconstruction.
Then reconstruction. So I had my mastectomy on November 8th last year. I just finished reconstruction 12 weeks ago.
Wow.
So I had tissue expanders put in, so it's a bit of a process. I think that's one of the misconceptions that women have as well, is that they don't understand that it's an actual process that you have to go through. It's not something you just kind of go in and go out. You have to go through an expansion process, because when they remove everything, you can't just put an implant in. No. You have to have a support system in there. So anyways, there's a variety of different options available to women, but I attended Bra Day 2 weeks before my surgery last year.
Wow.
And I can't express the difference it made being able to talk to women that had gone through various types of surgeries. And before you go in for reconstruction, you only see photographs of what they might look like. So it's very difficult to imagine what they're actually going to look like on you. The Willow Group did a show and tell lounge, which, in addition to all the information the doctors were providing, which was immensely helpful, and had the opportunity to ask questions, you actually were able to go in the show and tell room. Women had opened their shirts up, and they allowed you to ask questions and actually feel what they felt like. Ask questions that you wouldn't be able to ask a surgeon, like, you know, can I lie on my stomach? Can I run afterwards? You know, what does it feel like? And it was amazing.
So, Dr. Brown, tell me about some of the myths that people have come in with some of the reasons for them not having it, but when they find out about it, they elect to do so.
Yeah, I think the first thing is finding out that it's even available. Then it's about finding out that it's a safe thing to do, that it does not impact on the recurrence of breast cancer in any way whatsoever.
Because that's a big fear that people have.
It's a huge fear that people have. I think one of the biggest fears or misconceptions people have is cost. People are very fearful and worried about the fact that they're going to have to pay money to have reconstruction. In Canada, breast reconstruction is considered a medically necessary service. It's covered completely from start to finish across every province, as I'm aware, in Canada. So these are some of the big barriers that we try to help people to understand. I will say breast reconstruction is not for everybody. It's an option. It's something that people need to know exists. Our perspective is that if a woman has to undergo mastectomy or treatment for breast cancer, she at least has a right to know that breast reconstruction is an option, that it's available, and if she wishes to pursue it, that she can have it available in a timely and a safe manner.
And the doctors that she's dealing with need to be able to be up to speed on that to provide them with the information
Very much
or
so.
referrals.
The education is not purely about the public. The education is about family physicians, oncologists, general surgeons, and even the plastic surgery community.
And you're happy you're where you're at now?
I'm very, very happy, and obviously Broad Day and this whole situation is very close to my heart, and so I've decided to work. So I will be participating in the show and tell lunch this year. In addition to that, we found there's a lot of, if you do live in the city, so the event is happening on Wednesday at the Toronto Reference Library, but if you can't make it down, if women are going through treatment or if they simply can't make it downtown, we're doing a live stream. So women
across the country,
anywhere can ask questions, which I think is critically important for women that need to have these options.
Theresa, Dr. Brown, thank you both for being here on Broad Day too.
Thank you.
For more information about Broad Day and a link to the website, visit our website, CanadaAM.ctvnews.ca. All the information will be right there for you.